So let's start by getting centered. I'll have you slide to the back of your chair, your feet flat on the floor, and you can just relax for now. Just lean back. And if it's okay for you, allow your eyes to close. Let's just take some big breaths, okay? Big breath in, feel the lungs expand, that breath, that life coming into your body, helping to stimulate your nervous system, wake you up. Exhale, allow it to be a relieving exhale, taking away anything that needs to be taken away. Big breath in, a relieving breath out. Big breath in. Again, a relieving breath out. You could think about it as with your big inhale, you're bringing into your body that which nourishes you. You can think about the exhale as letting go of that which no longer serves you. And we'll just continue this for just a few more rounds. And the beauty of this simple practice of a bigger breath is that it's really helping to ground your mind and your body and in the present moment. Can help to relieve anxiety, stress, can help to stimulate you out of states of lethargy or depression. So with that, take one more big breath in and out. And slowly allow your eyes to open, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Welcome back, everyone. Good. So go ahead and slide to the edge of your seat. Have your knees about hip width apart, heels stacking underneath your knees. Nice stable stance here. And we're going to start with some work for our shoulders today. So allow your arms to hang heavy by your sides. Good. And then go ahead and slowly shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Squeeze them together. Squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze. And then slowly drop the shoulders back down. Good. Let's do that again. Like you're gathering up all that muscle and tissue. Squeeze up your shoulders towards your ears. Squeeze up, squeeze up, squeeze up. Breathe. And then slowly release the shoulders back down. We're going to do this a few more times. Squeeze it on up. And slowly drop the shoulders down. Again, squeezing up slowly. And slowly dropping down. Let's do one more time, and we're going to hold the squeeze for a little bit longer. So squeezing the shoulders up towards your ears. And again, stay there. Keep squeezing. Breathe. Squeeze up just a little bit more. And then slowly release the shoulders on down. Good. Notice sensation, especially in the tops of the shoulders and around the base of your neck. Good. Doing a little bit more work to get these shoulders nice and warmed up. We'll do some shoulder rolls. So go ahead and take the shoulders forward, up, back, and down, like we're backstroking. Forward, up, back, and down. And just start to really feel into all the muscles that are engaged to make this happen. And of course, all of the sensation that comes along with it. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. You might start to feel some tension really rising to the surface. We're going to let go of that if we keep moving. I don't know chew, but I'm feeling some, like crunchiness. Just some stagnant tissue that's starting to get a bit more mobile or supple, if you will. Forward, up, back, and down. Rolling the shoulders around. Good, and we'll keep rolling the shoulders for another couple of breaths. Good, and then stop. Dropping down for a moment, notice sensation. Good. Now, before we were doing kind of a backstroke, rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Now we have to go the other direction. So it's kind of a forward stroke. So go ahead and take the shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. Just start rolling around on those shoulders. Now moving in the second direction, there's some muscles that are the same as we use in the first direction, but there's also new muscles being engaged here, especially lifting the shoulders at your upper back. Now keep breathing. You may start to feel heat in your body. That's definitely normal. Keep breathing. This is great to do, of course, if you've been sitting a lot. I don't know about you, but the last few weeks I've been sitting a lot more than when I do when I'm working, usually on the couch. I went for a couple of drives as well. So sitting in the car as well. Travel can do murder to the shoulders. So let's go for a little bit longer. Back, up, forward and down. How about one more time? Big roll. And relax the shoulders on down. You may start to feel a little bit fatigued now, and that's okay. Notice sensation. Starting to loosen up these shoulders. And of course, the shoulders are attached to the neck. So because it's nice and warmed up, it's a good time to do some work for that. So keep your arms hanging heavy at your sides and go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then bring your head back up and bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Then bring your head back up, right ear to right shoulder. Just seesawing or teeter-tottering from side to side. And you can also think here, when was the last time you were on a seesaw or teeter-totter? For me, it's been probably at least 25 years. But I may need to revisit that or something. I don't know. From side to side, stretching one side of the neck, stretching the other side. Good. And then take an ear to a shoulder, it doesn't matter which one, and then roll your chin down to your chest and then roll over to the other shoulder. Stop there and then roll forward again, chin to chest, and roll back to the first side. And keep making these half circles. Forward, down, and then over to the other ear to shoulder, forward, down, other ear to shoulder. This is allowing you not just to stretch the sides of the neck, but the back of the neck as well, helping to pull tension out of what's called the occipital region. It's the soft tissue of the back of the neck that kind of goes up into the skull. If you're a jaw clencher, I'm talking to you. Some tension that builds up in there. It's going to also help to relieve tension headaches. So with that idea in mind, let's go for just a little bit longer, ear to shoulder, rolling forward, ear to shoulder. If you haven't taken a big breath in a moment, go ahead and add that back on in. Every single time we do this, I could just keep going for the next 20 minutes, but for the sake of variety, go ahead and bring your chin down to your chest and then lift the head up to neutral. Good. Again, being aware of sensation. I mean, that was that whole series from the first one to what we just did now was maybe 5-ish minutes. And think about all the length and relief you have in your neck now. Good. So moving our awareness a little bit further down the spine. We've done the shoulders and the neck. We're going to do some spinal flexes now. So you can keep facing forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me in profile. So with your hands on the thighs or knees, with your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, open the chest, look up. Then exhale around your back, look forward and down at the left. Good. Inhale, open back up again. Heart opening. Exhale, your upper back opens as you roll forward and you look down. Just keep going. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rolling forward, bringing mobility and flexibility to the upper spine, the chest, that pliability of the rib cage, both at the spine and at your sternum. When that gets stiff, it's actually harder to take big breaths. Your breathing efficiency goes down. So this just helps to open up all that soft tissue and cartilage so that you can take bigger, more efficient breaths when you need to. Also helps with posture and a host of other things, but we'll just keep moving. Opening up, inhale, rolling forward, exhale. Let's go for about 20 more seconds, okay? Opening up, rounding forward. I'm thinking about playground equipment again because I was making the joke about the teeter-totter earlier. This is kind of like when you're really going on a swing. It's like when you swing forward, their heart opens toward the sky. When you go backwards, the back rounds. I guess I'm doing some inner child work personally right now. You can join me for that journey if you want to. Good, one more time. Good, then come to a neutral spine and feel sensation. Good, bringing your awareness on back. We'll see how many more playground references I can fit to this class. So keeping your knees hip width apart, heels stacking underneath. We're gonna do some twists now. So arms down by your sides again. And with your inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. With your exhale, take your right arm forward, your left arm behind you. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up. Exhale, go the other direction. Left arm forward, right arm behind you. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, open back up, come back to center. And exhale, twist to the first side. And just keep going. Inhale, unwinding, and exhale, twisting. Inhale, unwinding, and exhale, twisting. Creating some rotation in the spine. And your head is looking behind you as you twist as well. Looking as far over that back shoulder as you can manage today. Good. Just a few more times from side to side. And then pick a side. It doesn't matter which one. We'll be doing both sides and stay in the twist. Okay. Now rolling the back shoulder back even further, looking behind you. And you can feel the navel pull into the body and twist with you in that direction as well. And then even though we're twisting and it might feel counterintuitive, I'd like you to take deep breaths here. Lengthening the spine toward the ceiling as you inhale and maybe twisting deeper with your exhale. Good. With your next inhale, carefully unwind, lift your arms up. Beautiful. Let's go the other way, twisting in the other direction. Good. Again, rolling the back shoulder back as far as you can go, looking behind you as well, and feeling the navel pull into the body and twist with you in that direction. And of course, we're breathing here. With your big inhale, feel the spine lift toward the ceiling, the crown of the head lifting. With your exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Twist, twist, twist. One more big breath here, twist. And with your next inhale, unwind, lift the arms up and release them on down. Good. Noticing the spine and all the muscles attached to the spine. You might feel something in the chest as well. Just, it's a good one to do. So doing a little bit more work for our spines here, we will do a spinal extension. So go ahead and interlace your fingers in front of you. Turn the palms away from you and extend the arms forward. Take the arms straight up and overhead and reach up through the wrists. Now, sometimes when we do this, we start to throw it into our lower back. I want you to try to avoid that. And the way to make sure that's not happening is to think about curling or shrugging your tailbone under a little bit, just scooping it under a little bit, and then reaching up. And that stabilizes the low back and allows it to be a complete spinal extension. And we're breathing. Good. Reach up, inhale. And exhale, release the arms on down. Good. Always asking you to feel sensation, always calling your awareness back to what's actually happening in the body before we get too far into the assessment phase, you know? Good. So for our next exercise, I'm going to ask you to stay right where you're at. I'm going to turn sideways again, though. Sometimes I got different angles here. So again, the feet are exactly where I said they were before, but this time I'm going to ask you to pick up your right knee. So you're bringing it in toward your chest. And there are a couple of ways you can help this along. You could hold onto your shin and draw your knee in toward the chest. If that doesn't really feel accessible for you, what you'll do instead is hold behind the right thigh and pull the knee to the chest. Anatomically, the same thing's happening. It just depends on where you want to hold, okay? So once you've made that connection, my fingers are interlaced here to help keep that there. You're going to sit up as tall as you can. Lift the chest. Good. And pull the knee in. Good. A little bit of a spinal extension. A little bit of a stretch in the hip as well here. Good. Deep breath in. And then carefully put that right foot back down. Let's do the other side, all right? So again, sitting tall, bring your left knee in toward your chest. And again, you can hold behind the thigh or you can hold the shin itself. Sit up as tall as you can, draw the knee as close into your chest as you can, and we'll stay for about 4 to 5 deep breaths. Breathing. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale, release that foot back down to the floor. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more work with the legs and the hips here. So go ahead and bring your right knee back up just like you had it before. And stay for 2 breaths or so. And then I want you to cut your heel inward to rest the ankle just above the left knee. Now flex the right foot, pull it back. This will help to protect both or the right knee joint and the right ankle joint. All right. Now, once that connection is made, I want you to sit up as tall as you can. Just by sitting up tall, you might start to feel it in your hip, especially your right hip. So breathe there. And it's okay if your knee is way up here. All right. Just letting you know that it's okay. Good. Now, if you want to do more here, you do not have to, but if you want to do more here, you can take your right hand on top of your right knee. You're not going to push downward, you're going to push forward, pushing it forward. This is going to traction the femur head out of the hip socket a little bit, or the leg out of the hips a little bit, but that also intensifies the stretch. So if it's too much, don't do it. And hopefully you're breathing here. I'm going to ask you to relax your jaw as well. Sometimes when we feel this kind of stretch in the hips, we just grit our teeth like that'll help. It won't. I've tried many, many times. Good. All right. So when you're feeling complete on this side, you can release the pressure of the hand, of course, and just slide that right leg down to the floor. And then we'll see what it feels like on the other side. Now, naturally, there are asymmetries in our bodies. So that might have been your looser side. It might have been your tighter side. We're about to find out, but have compassion for yourself regardless, okay? So go ahead and bring the left knee up, just holding it here for a couple of breaths. Good. And then from here, cut the heel inward. You can reach down to help that along and bring the ankle again just above the knee joint. Flex the left foot, pull the toes back. This will help protect the leg. And then sit up as tall as you can. Good. Now, already you might start to notice a difference between your experience on this side and your experience on the first side. Whether it's harder or easier, just breathe with it, all right? Now, the same kind of modification or further movement in this exercise can happen on this side too. And just because you did it on one side does not mean you have to do it on the other. But should you choose, you can take your left hand on top of your left knee and push the knee just gently forward a little bit. And breathe. This is my tighter side. So I'm breathing a little bit more than I did on the first side, and that's okay. Good. Staying here for, let's do 2 more breaths. I'm just eyeballing it to make it feel like the other side. Good. Then when you're ready, go ahead and lift your hand off the knee and carefully slide that foot down to the floor. You might want to stretch your legs out forward for a moment. Maybe roll the legs around a bit. Whatever feels good. And then for our last posture, before we go into meditation, we're going to come into a forward fold. So you're going to stack the feet underneath the knees. Again, knees hip width apart. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, just fold down over the legs. Now, you can keep the hands on the knees here, or you can hang them to the floor. And allow your chin to drop into your throat, the back of the neck lengthening. And even though there's compression to the front of your body, do try to take a few breaths here, deeper breaths. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself back up to a seat. Great job, everybody. Let's spend the last few minutes we have together in meditation. So please slide to the back of your chair. Have your feet flat on the floor. And you can choose to sit up or you can choose to lean back. Both are great. You can choose which one is good for you. And allow your eyes to close and let's ground back into the breath for a moment. Aware of the inhale, aware of your exhale. Noticing sensation in your body. Feeling yourself calmer, more relaxed than before. And I'd like you to bring your awareness to the point at the center of your brain. And at that point, I'd like you to see a light ignited, however best you can imagine a light. Could be a flame, a star, a light bulb, a ball of energy. Try to see it as clearly as you can. And see this light shining, shining into your brain, shining into your mind, clearing away any confusion, soothing any darkness, soothing any worries. Without light just comes a sense of ease to your consciousness. See the brain bathed in this light. You keep holding your awareness at this light. And if any thoughts come to your mind, any thought at all, that is not your awareness of this light, allow that thought to dissolve in the presence of the light. Any thought, whatever it is, dissolve it. And just focus on the light in your mind, the light in your brain. And allowing this idea of your mind being enlightened, quite literally, light in the mind. And that sense of ease that comes with it, the sense of clarity that comes with it. Keep yourself with that quality as you take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms together in front of you and begin to rub the palms together, creating heat between them. And take those heated palms over your eyes, gently brushing over the top of your head and down your neck, bringing yourself back to the space around you.